Ohio State, Michigan, the game, one of the best rivalries in college football. That team up north has won 3 straight in this series, but this looks like a great spot for Ohio State to execute revenge. We're going to talk about it, but before we do, I got to tell you about a promotion we have available right now at wagertalk.com. Happy holidays, everybody. Thanksgiving, Black Friday, our holiday special. 7 days, all access, all sports. Only $69. This is available for any of the great handicappers at wagertalk.com. That includes this guy right here. I'm still the #1 big play handicapper at WagerTalk dating back to 2022. I'm up over 250 units with my 4% and 5% plays during that span. As always, though, there's no purchase necessary. You're more than welcome to tune in just for the free picks. The only thing I ask from you is that you take the time to smash that like button, and that will allow me to keep putting out these videos. Let's get into it. The Buckeyes will be a 21-point favorite. The total sits at 43.5. And Ohio State looks very impressive coming off that 23-point victory over Indiana. But I wasn't impressed with Ryan Day rushing in a touchdown from victory formation with the fake kneel when the game was already over. Part of that due to the fact that I just don't like classless moves. But in addition to that, I had Ohio State team total under. That game appeared to be over. No reason to run in that touchdown like that. And I know if you give him the opportunity, he'll do it again this week as well. But if you take away that score that shouldn't have happened, you take away the kick return for a touchdown, and we got a 1-score game on our hands. Not to say that it was a close game or it was closer than the score would indicate, but the score did get a little bit inflated by those two happenings, the late touchdown and the kick return for a touchdown. So I'm just saying that 21 points looks a little inflated to me. In fact, if you check the preseason look-ahead lines for these big games, before the season started, they had it set Ohio State -9.5. And a lot of people will probably say, well, Michigan isn't quite as good as we thought they were going to be. Well, they were exactly who I thought they were going to be. I did have their regular season win total under. I expected them to struggle. I didn't realize Indiana was going to be as good as they were, so I didn't have them losing that game to Indiana. But Michigan to me is exactly what I thought they'd be. I didn't expect them to drop a 50-burger on Northwestern last week either. And people will say, oh, well, it's only Northwestern. But you're scoring 50 points in a Big Ten game. That doesn't happen all that often. Your offense has to be somewhat capable to drop a 50-burger on a Big Ten team. So Michigan comes in playing their best football quietly. Nobody's talking about Michigan. And Ohio State, I think there's a little bit of recency bias at play. Don't get me wrong, they've played well, but you look at their schedule, you got a 20-15 win over Penn State, and you got a 21-17 win over Nebraska. They've played some close games against inferior teams. And I've heard some analysts say that Ohio State's playing with house money because they've already booked their game in the Big Ten championship game. They're going to the college football playoffs, win or lose here. That is not the case. To say there's no pressure on Ohio State here, that is certainly not the case. I mean, Ryan Day won't make it home alive if Ohio State loses this game. Ohio State's under a ton of pressure. If anybody's playing with house money, it's a Michigan team that doesn't have to worry about the playoffs, that is coming off of a season where they ran the table and won the national championship. It's Michigan that's playing with house money. And I think as a 21-point underdog, the Wolverines are dangerous here. And man, would I love to see Ryan Day get embarrassed. So we're taking Michigan. We're taking the points. If you like this video, smash that like button. Subscribe to the channel. If you got anything to say to me, even if it's nasty, even if you're an Ohio State fan, you hit me up in the comments below. I'll get back to you as soon as I can.